soft emotional music, cinematic visuals. Narrator, calm, dramatic tone. Sometimes, a single moment can change everything. This is the story of a millionaire widower, his blind daughter, and a nanny who seemed ordinary until her true identity shocked everyone. Baby Penguin Scene 1. At the zoo, 0:45 to 4 o'clock. Visuals. Father and daughter walking hand in hand through the penguin exhibit. Thomas Harrison, a wealthy CEO, holds the hand of his 8-year-old daughter Emma, who lost her sight in a tragic car accident that also took her mother. Suddenly, shouting cuts through the laughter of children. A wealthy woman, dripping in diamonds, yells at a young black nanny holding a little blonde girl's hand. "I don't pay a fortune for my granddaughter to be around people like you. You should know your place." Emma whispers, clutching her father's arm. "Daddy, that lady is being mean to the pretty nanny. I can feel she's sad." Narrator. Though blind, Emma had learned to sense people's emotions more deeply than anyone else. And in that moment, she could hear injustice. The little girl in the nanny's care breaks, free, and runs dangerously, close to the penguin enclosure. The nanny, quick and precise, saves the child, slipping and falling herself in the process. The crowd gasps. Instead of thanking her, the wealthy grandmother sneers. "See, you can't even care for a child properly." The nanny stands, her uniform dirty, her dignity intact. She looks the woman in the eye and says calmly, "You're right. People like me do have a place in society." Narrator. But there was something different in her tone. Something Thomas couldn't ignore. It wasn't submission. It was a warning. House Scene 2. At home, 4 to 6:30. Visuals. Evening dinner table. Emma playing with her fork thoughtfully. Emma. "Daddy, that nanny wasn't like others." Her voice. It felt like she knew so much more than she let on. Narrator. Thomas couldn't shake the encounter from his mind. He felt, deep down, that what they witnessed at the zoo was just the beginning. Visuals. Corporate boardroom, investors at the table. Days later, Thomas is in a high-level meeting. His assistant interrupts nervously. "Sir, a young woman is here. She says she has a proposal about your inclusive education project." The door opens. Thomas freezes. It's the nanny, but not in uniform. She wears an elegant blazer, carries a briefcase, and introduces herself. "Mr. Harrison, my name is Dr. Jasmine Carter, PhD in Special Education, Harvard University. I believe we have much to discuss." Narrator. The investors stare in disbelief. The so-called nanny wasn't just a caretaker. She was a scholar, an undercover researcher, and she had evidence that could destroy one of Chicago's most powerful families. Visuals. Flashes of hidden microphones, recorded conversations, boardroom arguments. Jasmine reveals months of evidence against the Ashworth family. Emails, recordings. Policies discriminating against children and staff. She had taken the nanny job deliberately, to expose them from the inside. Jasmine, calm but intense. "Mrs. Ashworth thought I was beneath her, but what she never realized was that I was documenting every word, every action. Her empire of prejudice is about to fall." Narrator. Thomas realized he wasn't looking at a nanny at all. He was standing beside a warrior in the fight for justice. Scales Scene 5. Justice strikes. 12 to 2 p.m. Visuals. Federal agents entering Marble School headquarters, press cameras flashing. Federal investigators storm Ashworth schools with search warrants. In the boardroom, Mrs. Victoria Ashworth is confronted with recordings of her own hateful words. Jasmine walks in, not as a servant, but as a doctor, an expert, and the very person who dismantled Ashworth's empire. Jasmine, firm, dignified. "Remember when you told me to know my place? Well, this is my place, at the front line of change." Sunrise ending, 14 to 3 p.m. Visuals. Children of all backgrounds studying together, Emma smiling with new friends. Narrator. Months later, Ashworth's empire lay in ruins. Her schools closed, her reputation destroyed. But out of the rubble, something new was born: inclusive schools, where children of every race and ability could learn together. Emma, smiling to her father. "Daddy, Dr. Carter says the best revenge is building something better. Thomas hugs her, looking at the playground filled with children. Narrator, uplifting tone. And so, true justice wasn't in destroying the past, but in creating a brighter future, proving that dignity, courage, and intelligence will always triumph over prejudice. Music swells, fade to black, outro. Subscribe for more stories of justice and hope.